Okay, week 18. Challenge this week is 5 sets of 3 deadlifts is your challenge. Wait, 5 sets of 3? Okay. Warm up to go as heavy as you can with good form. If you don't feel confident with your form, drop weight. Okay. Do I even know what that means? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna 5 sets of 3. Okay. Here we go. I guess I have to go downstairs. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, it's week 19, pretty sure. Never really know. My challenge for this week is to, also sorry, my voice is gone for some reason, to name 3 traits that I give myself the hardest time for, and then also list how those traits have actually helped in other areas of my life or the people around me, or even just the world in general. I think one of the traits I give myself the hardest time for, or one of the things I struggle with is I hold myself to a very high standard. I'm not very forgiving of my own mistakes, even if they are mistakes that other people would make, and I would forgive. If I do them, I'm like very hard on myself about it. So that's something that I definitely struggle with, but I think that's having those standards for myself and being hard on myself has allowed me to push myself in other areas. Like, I don't think I would be a fighter or be as successful in terms of making a career out of this if I didn't push myself that hard. I think I'd probably be off working anything that I didn't love. So I think that just being hard on myself and has allowed me to really push forward and be successful as far as like my career goes. The second thing I give myself a hard time for is I'm really bad with money. I am a very compulsive spender. And it's never like big outrageous purchases. It's just like little things here and there that I'm like, oh, this is fine. And that all adds up. So I'm really bad at like saving money. But I think that actually helps people around me because I don't care about money. I'm not like very stingy with it. In terms of like, oh, this will make me happy or this will make someone else happy. I like to, like, if I see something in a store, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll get that for that person. They'll like that for no reason. So I think it's allowed me to be pretty generous in terms of like, just kind of spoiling my friends or the people around me, or if someone needs, a few bucks for whatever, like I don't mind just like, oh, I'll buy them some food or whatever. So, I think that's allows me to be more generous. Cause money's just not important to me. Maybe as much as it should be. And then the last trait I give myself a hard time for is, I can react very emotionally to things. Sometimes my rational brain takes a second to kick in and I just like emotional response right out of the gate. And that can kind of land me in some trouble. But I think that it does help me in terms of like I think the people around me, they know that it lets them know that I care a lot, that I'm invested in them. Like if someone says something to me and they're like, hey, this thing happened and I'm upset by it, I may not always respond logically or I might get too emotionally invested, but I think that in some situations that can help the other person because they know that they're not alone in that situation, or someone else is like, oh man, like that's so valid, what you're feeling, and I feel it now too, and they kind of get that, for lack of a different word, validation, and it just lets them know that they are cared about and that whatever is affecting them is affecting me too. So like I said, I all of those are traits I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to work on not being quite so hard on myself, being a little bit better with managing my money, not immediately responding so emotionally. But I definitely do think that there are situations where all 3 of those can be helpful to myself or other people. But we'll see. So, I think that's it for the challenge. So yay, go me, challenge done.